Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Fashion grow, bold and sexy. Legendary fashion grow, and sexy. Legendary fashion grow, bold.
Okay, yes, bitch. What's up, family? What's going on, honey? I'm here today. We're doing it. What's the word I'm looking for? We're doing it. Let's say it this way. We're dressing it down, simplifying it, and we are gonna let the conversation flow. How's everybody doing? First of all, well, this lady who I'm like, really, I can understand why your hair not growing because you're too angry on the inside. Your body got to keep up with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all these other different issues. So the last thing, as far as prioritizing goes, of most important to the least important, not important at all, hair growth and follic health is on the least of your body's concerns. Thank you so much for that seed. Who is this? Alhamdulillah. Yes, who was that? Mother Ash, I live as I live and breathe. The seeds, the harvest. Okay. So yeah, she came through. I'm like, girl, you know what? What it's really giving, girl, is you have too many issues going on. Why the reason your hair can't grow? You know what I'm saying? That's what I really think. I think when a person got a really nasty attitude, a real nasty spirit around herself, girl, she's working overtime on that nasty, disgusting, despicable work. What she's doing? Yeah, girl, I got your number. I've got your card, and bitch, you not fixing to get away. Anytime these bitches think they fixing to get away, what do? We cast out one of those legendary rice Chinese nets, but these girls love to catch their rice and fish with, and bitch, we will catch you. Simply put, with a Chinese rice net, bitch, and I'm not gonna play with you. They're so upset because they don't like that we can do that. But at the end of the day, girl, you're mad about it. Girl, no edges, but let me say that Miss thinks she will sleek that hair into a ponytail. What is she using? Because I'm like, ain't no gel on earth going to lay flat enough for you to get the inchage what you need in order to, because to get a ponytail, but you have to be able to gather, honey. You cannot gather that, girl. And it's giving exactly that. It's giving a bald head skittle ziddle, ain't a bit of hair in the middle. What it is you're taking all the hair from around the perimeter and you're melding her together so that we can't see the formaldehyde empty center in the middle. Bitch, I'm not going to play with you though, girl. Because like she said, girl, it's giving no edges, split ends, no ends. Girl, you're giving me one of those cheap, when you go to the store, you know how you go into the hair section, they be having those little cheap wigs that don't nobody buy. That's that same hair weave been there since I started working here. Because this is not a hair supply store, and you bitches don't know. And the black audience, the bitches who get this are gonna be crackheads, bitches that, where's she going? She don't got no place to go. Like, she don't get her hair did to be in the hood and just be, you know what I'm saying? Like, the girls who buy those packs of hair. But what I'm saying, at the store, like, not at the beauty spot, I'm talking about those cheap ones. You know what I'm talking about? You could be lighting a cigarette from across the room. That hair will inflame. That's what I'm explaining. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, boom. She wears one of those ponytails that you can buy from the bag. And they come out the bag already wrapped up, ready for you to apply it. Yeah, you one of those bitches. And I'm like, that can work with a bitch that's the girl. Who got a sweetheart and got a kind spirit and is the girl. And we'll let a lot more slide through for her. For a bitch like you, for a girl like you, no exceptions will be made. It's either you got the price or you don't got the price, bitch. The coins will either be in hand or not. And we have all the girls who are in your caliber, no caliber, to fan it out. Because you bitches love to pull stunts and shows. We've been knew about you since the 90s. Yeah, we heard about you. Yeah. Wow, Susan is back. We didn't think you were going to show your face. Because after we exposed you, certainly she was going to have to move cross country, out of country. Okay, because where can she go? Because if you can't go to Bella Noche, I mean, even Bella Noche told this bitch no. Bella Noche will not take you home. So, all right. Let's light this blunt. You don't see. Y'all know I got it. Y'all know how I'm giving you appetizers right now because I haven't even told y'all what's going on. So right now I'm just giving the girls appetizers. The family's coming in. It's been so long since I've seen you. We're seeing the family, and we're just passing the bread around. You know what I'm saying? Would you want some butter? Can we get some more butter, please? And 3 more napkins. Thank you. And also send compliments to the chef in the kitchen. Thank you, my love. What's up? That's the type of parties we throwing. Because that's what we get, what we give, how we get down, how we move. These bitches are jealous though. I'm telling you, it's really crazy. It's so crazy to me. It's really crazy. When I'll never forget. I used to think for the longest when I was a teenager, oh, they talking about, so forth and so on, she's jealous. Girl, you are delusional. I used to really think that because in my mind, I'm like, girl, who is this bitch to be jealous of? And maybe that was actually true for that character in the movie. But as you grow and evolve, you realize that word is in existence for a reason. Everybody is not delusional, baby. When some people say da-da-da is jealous, that's because that's what that is. And you can tell when that's the case. You can absolutely tell when that's the case, bitch. I'm about to sit up here and go back and forth with you. I don't have to. Don't like when you talk like that because you're letting them know how it is. Up front, early. Because, like I said, with this boss, this manager, this bitch hired me, I don't give a damn if you hire me or not. You gonna respect me, ho. And that's not gonna change. But see, now these bitches are scheming, plotting, and I'm like, God is about to, bitch, you have already been afflicted. I can just look at you and see that. But you don't want no further problems. Because them kneecaps, girl, okay, I almost said something. Almost said something. You have best stop playing with me. For that little French bun gets snatched up off the top of that. Barely there. Gotta send a search party out to locate this bitch ponytail. To clip on. You got, like them things in the wall be like them hooks and you can put things on it. It says, well, this hook can hold up to 5 pounds. This hook can do 5 to 10 pounds. This hook can do. That what she got is giving me a 1 pound hook. You can't hook nothing with that. Ain't hardly nothing there to be hooked onto. You need a real hook and some inches, bitch. You need to get that invisible weave, bitch. And she come in every day with that matronly haircut. I'm like, girl, please. Only reason I'm reading her haircut now is because, bitch, you're clearly gunning for me, girl. I don't give a fuck. Because you're miserable, and you're going to have to be miserable. You're going to stay that way because you wake up as yourself. Just like I wake up. We can see the choices you made, the choices I made. And you're mad about it, girl. So now you're trying to get me out the door, even though you hired me because you love my personality. But when she saw me, she thought, oh, this is going to be a gay man. He's fabulous. He's going to be my purse. He's going to be like my sidekick. Girl, okay. All right. We'll see how that goes for you. Good luck. Because you totally misread that. I'm telling you the truth about it. You really did misread it. I'm not going to be nothing like that for you. You be nice with me, I'll be nice with you. But it's not going to be no will and grace. You know what I'm saying? Like that idea of, oh, my woman friend, and I'm just here to be that trusty gay friend that just gives her great advice and be off her ass. Girl, please. Because I'm fly too. I have a life of my fucking own. I don't need to be Stanley on Sex in the City, bitch. I'm not playing second fiddle to no bitch, no nigga, no nobody. That's just how that's going to be. Now, we can be equal, Or you can step beneath me, bitch, if that's what you want to do. But that'll be a choice you made, because I'm not stepping beneath you. Now, we could be equal. That's what I would prefer with you. Because if I'm going to deal with you means I saw something with you where I felt we could be equal. But if that's not good enough for you, and you need to have a disparity there, it's going to be on your end. You're going to have to take it out of your check. You're going to have to take it from your side, because I'm not taking from my side. They don't see, that's what I'm saying. They don't like when you say stuff like that. That's the part they don't like. Who the fuck do you think? All this other shit in their head. They're never going to tell you that. Or they might. And girl, in which case I'll be like, one of my Scorpio brother, he was telling me, he was like, girl, I would laugh in these hoes' faces. And I think I'm getting to that point where I'm like, girl, you're not even worth my words. You're not even worth that. For me to sit here and explain anything to you. You know what I'm gonna do now? I think I'm gonna take a page out of his book and I'm just gonna laugh at you in disbelief that you are this dumb. And like really see how insecure you are to stand next to a bitch like me, because bitch, it's gonna be what's gonna be, and I will put you to shame just through energy. I don't have to say nothing to you. In fact, I can come in there with my earbuds in and pay you complete and total dust. You're mad. You're mad. So now you're trying to squeeze me out. I went on there the other day to look at something. Oh, I know what it was. Because I was going to put time in. Because one of our family members, my brother, who I love, who always has my back, he's just an incredible, he knows who he is. He's just an incredible person. Cut a long story short, he hit me up and he was like, I forget how it came up exactly. But all I know is he was like, ooh, it's been like a year since our last vacation. We need to do a vacation, another one. And he was like, but this one's gonna be more legendary. Da, da, da. The first one was legendary. So and honestly, I love him. I trust him. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I told him, I'm like, if you didn't tell me nothing what the trip was gonna be, I would still go on the trip because I trust you. So whatever, I would know. Whatever, when we got there, it was gonna be lit. That like you wouldn't even have to tell me really where we was going. If I trust you, that's how I feel about it. If you tell me, believe me, you gonna love this, trust me, then to me, that's good enough. If I like you. If I like you, you have that track record, that's how I feel. But anyway, so he was like, okay, boom. We need between August 23rd and September 2nd. I said, if that's the time you say we need, then that's the time I'm putting in. I don't give a fuck what these bitches say. Because I'm giving you plenty of time. So when I went in there to put my time in, one thing I noticed was, I'm like, the fuck? Bitch, how do I have 9 points in the system? 5 points means you automatically are fired. That's what they told me. So how can I go past 5 and I'm 1 point away from 10 points? That's almost double. You bitches are they're doing something and they're hoping and praying, because I put that down as a test to see if they would have compassion for what I was going through. But I also put it down to see if they would try to take advantage. So that's the reason why it's like they don't understand. That was really a test. It was a test for everybody involved to see how they would respond to someone who's explaining that they have a developmental disability. You know what I'm saying? And how they would handle that. But I see what you're trying to do is to play me for stupid because you think that I'm not going to notice this in the app because I've already told you that. But see, when I say things like that, it's true. But it's also to see if you're going to try to get over on me. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's not going to notice that we just throwing these points on here. You get what I'm saying? But I see y'all on some bullshit. So I'm like, yeah, when I see you next, we're going to have a confrontation because I'm going to address this. You bitches know what you're doing. And these are supposed to be what? Attendance points, bitch? You're full of shit. And I explained to this lady when I came up there the fucking last time, because you bitches keep changing my fucking schedule. Now, I already told you that I have issues with, once I see my schedule, bitch, the fucking shit need to stay. Oh, 5 o'clock, 5:30, 5 this time, 5 that time. This day, you're normally off this day, but now you got 2 days back to back. I'm like, y'all doing that shit on purpose because you want for me to miss it. So one day I came in there because y'all had my whole thing 5:30, but on this day they just had it as 5 o'clock. I was up at 3:20, showered, this, that, had everything I was already done. I could have been left out the house. But I'm thinking it's 5:30, and I'm like, bitch, I'm not about to be sitting up here for no hour. I'm not going to just be doing that. It'll be one thing if it was something else, but I'm not going to do that for this. But I will go when it gets closer to the time. I clocked in perfectly on the dot at 5:30. Then as I'm going in, I'm saying, bitch, this shit says 5 o'clock. See, you bitches keep playing with me. And you saw that I had clearly gotten used to that 5:30. But regardless of that, I have not been, with the exception of that one time where I got it confused, bitch, I have not been late. And when y'all first decided to quote unquote coach me about my attendance, bitch, I was already at 4.5 points. And what it was is I just didn't recognize that that's what that meant. Is the reason why I didn't even think about it. Because I saw that, but I didn't know what it was meaning until that we had that meeting. And they were explaining to me 4.5. And I'm like, what is that supposed to equate to? I don't understand. And so anyway, then when they went into the system, they were able to see how it was clearly, you can see that I was not a person who understood what was going on, because you can see it in the system how I was doing it. How I was saying, oh, I'm going to be late, but then I wasn't requesting PPO or whatever the thing is to protect the time. Because I'm thinking, I don't want to be paid for this. I just want you to know I'm coming. I'm just running a little bit late. But you can see there was a confusion there. And what I see now is these bitches are plotting. Because then another girl a colleague of mine who worked there quit. It's a whole long story. But anyway, she's been dealing with ethics and corporate and all this other stuff. And when she was telling corporate about, oh yeah, they had 4 points for me on pause. And they were like, wait, what did you say? She was like, oh yeah, they had these points for me on pause, is what they told me. And she was like, I don't know what you mean by on pause, but they can't do that. You cannot put points on pause. I've never heard of that before. That's not a thing we do at this job. Points on pause? So it looks like that's what they're doing to me, the quote unquote points on pause. And I'm going to address that. I'm telling you now, come tomorrow, when I get the fuck up there, I'm going to be addressing all of that, including those so-called points on fucking pause, bitch. I dare you to bring that shit up to me so I can tell you direct. Just heard from corporate, it's not a thing, and you're full of shit. I swear to God, I'm like, nah, these bitches about to be going the fuck down because y'all playing with me, you playing with me, you doing it on purpose. And then let me tell you what happened the other day. So I'm working, I'm busting my ass, right? And I go to lunch. When I come back from lunch and I get back onto the next pick, of course my score was sickening, but it was already sickening before I went to lunch. That's not the point. I noticed, I'm like, the fuck? Where are all my items that I picked before I went to lunch? Why is it? Because let's just say if that pick had 20 something items. Well, when I finished it and I looked at my total picks of the day, it only said 22, as if that was the first pick that I had done. So I had brought it to this bitch who I'm telling you about with this small ponytail. Girl, I can go on it. I don't even have to talk about how she comes across as far as her exterior. Who she is on the inside is enough. She looked like she would smell like hot dogs boiled, sewage after a warm rain. Like, you look like you stink on the inside and are rotting and corroded and are just falling apart on the inside. You just can't even help it. Everything about you is unattractive, honestly. I'm not even kidding. From the top to I'm pretty sure the bottom sole of that foot, nothing about you is attractive. Inside or out, nothing. There's nothing about you. Nothing. Literally. There's nothing about her I find even a little bit attractive. You're not in shape at all. You look unhealthy. You have the nastiest spirit, the nastiest attitude. You're bald. You should just place the wig on and call it a day. But you want the girls to know, now I can manage my own ponytail? Great. And that's the reason why you can't retain no hair growth. Because, bitch, you don't know how to take care of your hair. It's like you have so much gel in your head that it looks hard. But you would have to get that little bit of hair into a ponytail. You would have to put the whole bucket on it. And then wrap all those toilet paper tissues around your head so that you can make sure that the shit lay flat and shine. Let it shine, shine. Jerry Kill Juice from American. What was that movie? Coming to America, bitch. It's giving me, you make me shine. Bitch, you make me shine with the glow, bitch. Is what you get. She's a mess. But let me say what she told me. So I'm like, Miss Such and Such, something happened. And it's telling me, and it's making it like, where's my items? Just the cunt that she is, because she can't help it. She's just a bitch. Yeah, she's definitely a Polly Pocket Lego head, Cabbage Patch built It's like right in the joint areas, bitch. Right in the joints, bitches. Give me Cabbage Patch down. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't do it. Because she really do look like a Cabbage Patch, really. And then when she be talking, her mouth be looking like a shark and shit. Like, I can't even do her mouth. It's like a muck mouth. Like a tongue too big for your mouth having ass. Where it's like, you still got all your baby teeth. Like, bitch, you're weird. And you're mad at me because, bitch, I have all my grown teeth, bitch. I'm an adult. I don't eat with baby teeth. I'm pretty sure those are baby teeth. They look tiny and they look weird. She be looking at me. She loved trying to get under my skin. I noticed that about her now. So that's the reason why I'm like, I'm going to laugh in your face next time, bitch. I'm going to take that page straight out of my girlfriend's book because you're not even worth it. You like, because that's what my friend told me. He said, bitch, the thing with you is, bitch, you're a superstar. So any attention you give this bitch is going to make her feel like there's a connection from you to her. It's going to give her life. He said, next time pay this bitch that's laugh in her face. Walk away from her. I said, I'm going to try that. I will. Such and such. Oh, could you do this? And I'm going to walk away. About to slap this bitch across the fucking stool. I've been trying to hit this blunt for the last, God only knows. Oh, I can tell you, when we got into it that one time, all I can remember is I have these moments where my adrenaline shoots a certain way into my head. This sounds crazy, but I'm gonna just explain it. And that day was not a good day for her to try it because her or any person that would have got close to me, we could have went down. Because how I know when I'm in like a quote unquote fight or flight type of energy is when it'll spike into my eyes. And I will start seeing, it seems like in a circle on both of my eyes, like what looks like an empty blue sun. It's like this thing, that's how, I don't know how else to call it, but it's blue and it goes around my eyes and it be pulsing like this. Anytime I've been into a fight, a physical fight, that happens to me. It'd be a blue circle around both of my eyes that is not smooth though. It's like, that's why I call it a blue sun. But anyway, it'd be drawn out like the sun, but it's a circle around both my eyes and it's blue and it does this. And sometimes when it's doing that, it's blue mainly, but it can be red and white too. But it'd be mainly blue, like it'd be like electricity. And that any fight I've been into, that'd be happening to me. Whereas like the adrenaline goes through my body, but when it hits my eyes, then I feel like I can feel my eyes getting real big. And that's what happened with her. When, then the crowd started formulating, I just remember seeing like blue suns in my eye. And that's when I'd be like, okay, this is going to get ugly. Let me get up out of here. Because it's going to get ugly. When I see that, I just be knowing. So. And baby, I got the toes too, baby. I got the toes too. I'm like, yeah. So let me tell you, hold on. We got some other things to talk about, but let me finish with this first. So I'm telling this bitch, I'm like, yeah, my pics are missing. I did all these pics earlier, and it's telling me I only got 22 pics. That is impossible. That is truly impossible. She goes, oh, when you worked, if it's saying that means you was working for someone else, and they got the credit for your work. She said it just like that. Like, she didn't explain, oh, we'll make a note of it and we'll make sure that when the system shows that you've been here all these hours and only did one pick towards the end of your shift, we can explain that. Or she wasn't even trying to tell me nothing like that. She was just like, as if to say, there's nothing you can do about it. So today it's just going to show that you didn't work, but you were here. She was trying to make me feel like I just had to accept that. I'm like, so what you trying to say? Like, what we going to do to like correct it or what? Like, you can't just, that's not going to appease me. that I've been busting my fucking ass all goddamn day, and you telling me somebody else got the credit for that. And it's going to show up on their thing as they done all that work. How does that make fucking sense? I'm saying, how the fuck could this person get the credit? Oh, because you did the work under their name. I'm like, how could that be possible? When I come here, I have to sign in. So how the hell can I be doing work under somebody else's name when I know for a fact that I signed in with this fucking computer that I'm holding in my hand? And my name is showing up here. So how the fuck can my name be showing up here? I'm doing the fucking work, yet another nigga taking credit for it. How? I was fucking livid. Now I know you must be kidding. And I could tell she loved it. Oh, you stupid fucking cunt. You a stupid hoe. I hope your niggas slinging dick and booty holes, bitch. That's why you don't like me. I can tell. I know what your issue is, bitch. Your nigga gang. And he would be. I can tell. You're exactly the type of bitch that married whatever you could get. Because they know what you probably want don't want you. Don't want you. So you got the nearest nigga that would marry you, and you let him do whatever he wants. And you know, if he saw me, he would want me too. And you're jelly. Full of preserves and jams. You're mad about it, girl. Let's diagnose the real issue, girl. You're mad about it, honey. You're mad about it, girl. I hear you have a low-down husband and a little dog. That's what's running your life at your crib. And honey, to me, I don't have a nigga and I got animals and I'm happy. You're jealous, girl. You wish you could be on my level, girl. You wish you could be. You wish. I don't know how to say it, but I know it's true. Because it gave her so much pleasure to be like, yeah, you did the work for someone else. So what's like, she loved it. I'm like, you ain't nothing but a stupid hoe with no life, no edges, no talent, no heart, no character, no integrity, no discipline. I can look at you and say, that, you sloppy, you nasty, you low down. You got a horrible spirit about yourself. You're not a kind person. You're fake. You ain't no fucking body, sweetie. You ain't no fucking body, girl. She thinks she about to. I'm like, cause in her mind, it's crazy. I'm like, y'all are funny. Cause you looking at it like, oh, I just told Quadira to do something. Like, girl, shut up. You are so dumb. What a dumb hoe. This, honestly, I don't know the exact color, but I want to say cotton candy pink. So I would say even if you went somewhere else and it's gel. So I would say even if you went and didn't get this exact brand or color, if you generally went out looking for that color, then that's what I think you would come the closest to. Because everybody who's at my job who see my nails, they be like, bitch, that cotton candy pink, I love. So that's what everybody's calling it anyway. That's low-key what I've been calling it. But that's just what everybody's saying. Oh my God, I love that cotton candy pink on your nails. So that's just what I'm calling it too, what I've been calling it. But not sure, honestly, my love. Although what I decided to do is on the next time I go, because this is about time for me to take these nails off. They lasted, but I think honestly too, working this job, I like the idea of me getting my nails done, but with this job, it's so rough on your hands constantly, really. And I'm like, fuck, it's fun getting them done, all that other stuff, but for the value, I would say $70. How long did I last with these? Because you can't count this week, because to me, at the point that they start shipping, it don't matter if all the other ones are still in tow. To me, that's the countdown to how long they last. So let's say week 1.5, one starts to peel like this. On camera, you really can't see how it's peeled. So I guess I'm not going to call it out, but just trust me, it's peeled. And that's okay, because I'm really letting it see how it goes, just so I can really have an idea of what I'm dealing with, and for the cost, and if that's something that I want to continue to invest in. But I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, I'm like, Allah, be with me, because you see what these bitches are trying to do. You see it. Be with me, because these bitches are on one. 9 points. You fraudulent. 5 points at my job is an automatic, you're fired. So how am I working with 9 points? Because they doing that bullshit about, oh, you have 9 points, you have these points on pause. Nah, you on some bullshit, because I already know that that's fake. Y'all made it up. That's not a corporate thing. You made that up. You said, do you wear gloves at work? I don't. Although the lady did tell me it will last longer if I wear gloves. She did say that. I'm guessing between washing dishes and like working this job, because I mean, in the shower you can't do that. I mean, you could, but at the job and washing dishes, she was just like, it'll last longer if you wear gloves. So where'd that blunt go? Oh. So, but my homie, a part of me is like, I don't know. I'm so excited. I feel like that's kind of the only thing I be wanting to talk about, is like going on this vacation, because first of all, he is incredible. So going on the vacation with him, plus it's a dream of mine, because I've been talking about this for years on something I've been wanting to do. It says, I know you're busy and the pampering part is great, but you could probably learn to do your own jokes at home. It isn't super expensive and it's easy to learn. And you wanna know what? I bought the little UV thing, so I have that machine here. So low key, I probably could do my own nails. I think maybe what I'll do though is I'll go there once every 2 months, just as like a heavy duty, like as a treat kind of thing. I get the gel nail strips with UV light from Target, and they last 2 weeks or more. Really? I never even heard of a gel strip. So you just put me on. I never heard of that. Didn't even know that was a thing. How would you use that? What do you put it on, like a sticker? It says you can use any lamp with any brand. Yeah, I have one. But then when I did it, but you know what? When I watch them do my nails, I see what I did wrong. They put the color, plus they put like a clear nail polish on top of that. I'm guessing that clear nail polish is what protects it. I don't know. But he said, I do my own gel nails, but I'm going to start getting them done professionally because I deserve. And you do deserve. But I think it's okay. We deserve, but honey, for $70 a pop, I'm thinking we deserve, but I'm gonna deserve it once every 2 months. Cause I'm not trying to pay no $70 every other week. Girl, it's a cute look. It ain't that cute. Not for that price. You say, yeah, it's a sticker and you actually cut it to fit your nail. What? I'm sure fixing to look into that bitch, because hello, that might be the wave, especially for a bitch like me who I just want to do simple. Like I want to cut my nails short and then put the sticker on there, because I like for my nails to be short, and then have some little color on it. Cool. But 70 is a lot. You said, I know. You said it's been a while since I've gotten gel. It used to be $50. Girl, she used to be, girl. She ain't no more. She charging $70 some. And that's another part. Then they be expecting tip. And I'm like, girl, I did not expect to come in here and pay this much money. But of course, now that they throwing me the price, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't have it. I'm like, no, I have it. I can afford it. Question is, is it worth it? You said that way I probably only get them done once a month. I heard dip powder lasts longer if I'm gonna get that done. But wait, you see, again, that's why it shows you where the fuck do I be? Because I've never heard of dip powder. Today is my first time hearing about gel stickers or gel. What did you call those? What did you call it? What did you call that? Gel strips. Yeah, never heard of that till just now. Till you said it, never heard of it until this moment. What was the other thing you just mentioned? Powder, dip powder. I couldn't even begin to tell you what that would mean. I have no clue. So everybody knows about it. Apparently it's just me. You said that way, okay, once a month. Or you could just get press on and they look like a nail tech actually did it on your. See, but the reason why I don't want to press on is because I like my nails short. To me, a press on is something that I would have more of a nail to it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I just want like like my own natural real nail, cut short, really as low as it can go, and then with a simple color. And I might put some kind of design on this finger and this, like these two. But I don't be wanting to do too much with that. You said, I think you can top. You said, I think you can top coat strips. Girl, it's so much technology. It's so much to learn, girl. Like strips. This, I'm like, okay. Do you have gel nail polish on now? I do. This is gel. What I'm wearing right now, hands and feet, gel. Now, the feet are perfect. Not one chip, which I thought in my mind, I was nervous because I'm like, when I be in the store, I be running, I be walking fast. Will the nail polish be able to withstand that? Perfect. Not a chip. The hands, the left hand is doing better than the right, but they're both pretty chipped. You said they make press-on nails that look like regular. Really? What? I feel like, where the fuck have I been? Are you serious? I always thought they were longer nails. I never knew they made them short. Because then in my mind, I'm thinking, why would they want them short? But I guess, yeah, you could want a short design on your nail. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. You prefer your own nails? Well, yeah, because one thing I will say about the gel is it took me a few days to get used to it, because I kept thinking, like, in the corners of my nail that there was something on my finger, like Play-Doh or something. Like, I kept trying to, like, through not instinct, like, what's the word? Like, what do you call it when a doctor hits your knee and your leg be moving? A reflex. Like, it was just a reflex. I felt like I wouldn't even be looking at my hand. I would just feel it, and I would start doing like this, trying to like, and I'm like, oh, you bitch, you trying to pull off the nail polish, bitch. That is the nail polish. That is not. If you're not looking, if you feel like it's something on your nail, and it is something on your nail. You said, that's what I'm saying. My feet stay fine. I'm gonna get my hands to the Asian ladies, right? Them Asian ladies liked me, and I could tell they was talking about me in Mandarin, but they were saying nice things though. Because the one lady who came before me, she looked rough, but that's fine. When they was like doing my hands and stuff, it was like the way that they were doing my hands and feet, I could tell it was saying something along the lines of, oh, he keeps his feet and hands in decent shape. Not a lot of work. That was the vibe of what they were saying. I don't know for sure. They could have been saying, this nigga. I know that's not what they were saying. Because I came in there and I said to myself, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like a real boss, bitch. So I came up in there and I have a certain energy about myself, and I sat there like I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I didn't. But I sat there with the energy of a bitch that is used to that. You know what I'm saying? She asked for my hand. I had my hand out over here. Lady had my foot. The thing was massaging my back. And I sat there. And the chair is just pushing me back and forth. Can you get the other hand? Absolutely. Next foot? Okay. Now I was doing lower back. Then they start asking me questions. Oh, what's your name? What's your name, my dear? Oh, what you do? What you do? I said, I actually work right up in here. You know, you walk in here? I sure do. I never seen you. Baby, because I'm Sonic. That's what these niggas need to start calling me. Where's Sonic at? Because that's what it is. That's what it gives. And I realize that's why I'm actually becoming in the great shape that I'm in right now, honestly. Because honestly, but you see how God rewards? Because at first, remember I told y'all when I first got the job, I'm like, I'm not about to be running through that store for them. I'm already sprinting. I'm damn near already running. Until I said, you know what? Fuck them. It's about the customer. I'm going to do it for the customer. So when I'm running through here, it's not for you. It's for them. Because they paid and they're the customer. And they deserve that. So when I started to do that, next thing I know, like, I started seeing abs and shit. I'm like, the fuck? It was almost like God said, I'm going to give you, it's going to be a trade-off. Just because you chose to do the right thing, and it's not about these people. It's not. I'm not going to make the clientele suffer as a result of the horrible leadership that we have. And I'm not going to let my feelings towards them be like, girl, fuck them. I'm going to take my time. No, I'm not. It's not in me to do that. I'm not a lazy person. If I'm there and I'm on the clock, I will work. I don't have to like you. I don't have to like none of these bitches, to be honest. But I am going to work. Because what I'm not going to have is somebody associating me with laziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas who don't know me online, they don't know me. But anyone who knows me knows how I get down. And so these bitches not going to be able to say, that's the one thing. That's probably the reason why they got these little points hanging on in a wing. Because I was told very distinctly, very clearly, we were all told, 5 points is automatic fire. Automatically. Yet I'm still on the schedule. You have me with 9 points. It's because you bitches don't like me. But you know, to let him go would be stupid. We would not have a good reason. Because people like him, the customers like him, the client, the colleagues like him. He actually is doing the job. We see him running. We see that. We see him doing his job. Like, we don't have really a leg to stand on letting this man go. And how you gonna let someone go who's really trying to pull their life together? Who's coming there being a good worker and being an asset to your business, and then you let a person who's really out here, because you see a homeless person go get a job, then someone gets the job and you're targeting them to try to put them into a bad situation. God is gonna fucking smite your ass. I swear on everything that I love that is holy. Watch and see. And really, some of these girls who already got struck by lightning should say something, but they're not going to because they don't want to admit the truth about it. Because now time has passed. So you see, I'm still where I'm at. Where are these girls? All these girls, why don't he do this? Why don't he do that? But now some time has passed and the tone has changed. So where are they? Are they happy and enjoying in bliss? Highly doubt it. Their life is upside down, in turmoil, drama, left and right. Can't always a fucking problem. As soon as they get through with one thing, it's a whole other situation going through. Money always fucking funny. They don't got people who look out for them the way that I do. I have angels in the outfield, bitch. You wish. It's obvious. You can't see that? You still in denial, bitch? You still in denial? I don't give a fuck what a number say. Because I'm still and will always be the girl. Teenage, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, death, and beyond. Bitch, it don't make a difference. Because when I'm not here, I will still stand supreme over top of the girls. You just don't know that yet because I'm here. Because I'm still living. It don't matter. You just don't know about me yet. I'm telling you. Watch and see how the girls realize when it's too late. Oh my God. Then when they realize, and you're not going to be able to see me no more because I'm gone. So now all you're going to have is, I told you once, I'll tell you twice. Selena. Selena Quintanilla Perez. Selena y los Vinos. Setos, Ceci, Cuadernos. Photos and memories, bitch, in these videos. But you won't be able to touch me and you won't be able to see me or smell me. Or hear nothing new from me, bitch. Let it sink in, bitch, because it's true. That's the reason why I be here for so long when I come. Because it's for the girls of today, but God is, I told you about the time loops. I'm speaking to girls way ahead of time that by the time they hear this, none of the girls on this broadcast will be living. You get what I'm saying? And there'll be research purposes. The girls will be reading the comments to research. They will want to know how bitches in this time were. And there'll be key bitches that they key in on to see what the times were like. and what the wisdom was of the day. And your best motherfucking believe your girl will be amongst the ranks. And all of my girls who were there with me will be in the ranks. So we will live on. You want to know why? Because when the girls are watching, they're going to be reading them comments to really understand, wow, that was 2024, 2017, 2008. That's going to seem impossible to them. You just can't see that now because we're here. But when it was 1308, they were there and they couldn't understand it either. You don't, it's just one of those things. You're on a carousel. You won't understand till you get off the carousel, but that's fine. But everybody was thinking the same thing. Everybody be thinking the same thing. None of these bitches is different. And the facade or the scenario, the scenery may change, honey, but trust and believe, ain't nothing new under the sun. All the same thoughts, all the same triflinility. You still trifling. You still stupid. You still smart. You still talented. Like, that's going to always happen. But those outliers, you know what I'm saying? Like those girls where they come and they say, once in a generation, once in a century, once in a fucking millennia, bitch. Oh, that's very true. And you're going to find out real quick. You're going to find out. But now with computers and technology and social media, now the girls can't tell a lie. Who the truth of what is will stand because the internet exists now. It's not going to be like it was before where we had to get it through a book only or through a newspaper only, where that particular person, that author, that publication could decide who really was in the story and who wasn't in the story and take bitches out and place bitches in and make it out to be something that really was not. That is a thing of yesteryear, bitch. That won't be the future. So moving forward, okay, moving ahead of time, talking to these girls, and they're going to know it's true because what do I have to gain? Bitch, I'm dead. What do I have to gain, bitch? This is 300 years after the fact. I'm telling you facts because I'm telling you what you need to know in advance. Because what I know, what I have seen, what I understand to be true is guaranteed the problems we have, you're going to have. So what you need to know early and up front is not to trust these bitches. You're not delusional. You're not crazy. These bitches are inside of a, what do you call it? What is not a study group? What do you call that? What do you call that? Where you bring a bunch of people together. Is it a focus group? That's what I'm saying. These bitches got brought together for a turkey sandwich over a focus group. Move on, move around. This is not for you. Because this is not that. Move around. These bitches here don't have nothing else to do. That's the reason why they could come to this focus group. And put anything on their face for $15 in a turkey sandwich. Let their hair fall out. Yeah, think tank. These bitches right here. You want to know the type of bitch that I am and that the bitches that I'm speaking to are? We could do a focus group. Because anyone could do a focus group. But the key component is the product. And that's where we shine. Because we're innovators. We create. You can only consume these bitches. That's why they're upset about it. They don't have that gift of creation. To think outside of the box. Because you a square nigga anyhow. So you can't do that. You're an inside of the box type of nigga. That's the reason why we put you in this room, inside of this square ass room, so that you square niggas can sit here and so we can see how you average bitches think. You get what I'm saying? Like that's, now let's be clear. We're not talking in literals. I'm talking to these low vibrational, we're giving you an example. But I'm telling you the truth about it. This is how it is. And you can't trust these bitches. Because if they see that you're outside of that box and that you're they're the girls that are just, and you're outside of that and you can move around that, it's like, who do you think you are? Who are you? Who? And these bitches probably do think that I'm coming to steal their job. And you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe for once, I am going to say, you know what? I didn't want it before, but I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm gonna position myself. I want to take your job. Maybe I'll be your boss. Huh. At first, I was just here to just get my little check, work, go home. But I mean, the leadership is the leadership. The things that make you go, oh, they be thinking that we want their job. Yeah, you thought wrong. Or did you? Because you just planted a seed, ho. I didn't even want this dumbass job. But just to show you how easy it is to do. Because, bitch, I always was the girl who, with a little bit of help, if I had a team, I could get some shit done. So maybe if I was in a leadership role here with a team of people, motherfucker, I could show you best than I can tell you. Come in here and whip this place into motherfucking shape. Show you bitches how it's supposed to be done. Oh. See that? Girl, now, that's going to be a nightmare. They're not going to. Because that's what it is. I walk up in there. Let me show you, bitch. Girl, what? Who? Huh? Let me. Girl, okay. They can't take me because they're like, oh, Miss Thing, she thinks she's special. She thinks she's girl. Girl, I will twirl over top of this bitch head into her grave and on her tombstone. Bye. Make an appointment next time. Make an appointment. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. It's been lovely. Thanks. Before it gets ugly. That's what they don't like. They don't like it. Because the customers love it. Everybody loves it. Really. And I'm just being me, baby. Naturally, girl, you're upset. You mad. What you gonna do about that? What you taking for it? Motrin? Tylenol? Ginger ale? Something. Settle that stomach, darling. And do it quickly. Okay? I'm not gonna play with you much longer, girl. I'm not gonna play with you too much longer. You know what? I got this neighbor who every time she sees me, she swears. But actually, my homegirl from 2 dinners, for those of you who remember that video, throwback. But both of them, she's like, the girl she been telling me, and I've been knew about this. Y'all know I knew about it already, but let me just tell you. She was like, bitch, you need to get on a BGAB. Because, bitch, you making so much money. I'm telling you for a fact. You, every time she sees me, she was like, oh, and girl, you making so much money. She was like, it be ugly niggas on there, and they be making money. And she was like, you would have all the niggas. You would have this, you have that, you would have money. I said, but my girls, I said, over where I'm at, I said, my girls feel like that's not a good move for me. They feel like it's going to be too toxic. She was like, girl, she was just feeling like, you leaving money on the table. You would be, she was like, I'm telling you now, you would mop it. You would mop it. And I'm like, girl. If I really came on there with the explicit purpose of like, okay, here's what we doing. I'm coming on here. I'm just going to read these bitches every girl I see. I don't know how I would have to do that to really like. And my thing is, come on there and just be totally negative to earn my living. I don't want that. I'm like, now, could I come on there and just, if I could just be myself, I don't want to come on there and be coming out looking for drama. Like, come on. That's not the life that I'm wanting to live, and that's not the energy I really want to be around. But what I was thinking of doing was something like, because my ex kept talking about, you need to do Cameo, you need to do Cameo. And I'm like, he's on something with that, but maybe not that exactly. Maybe like, I'm thinking like something that's like, it's like Cameo, but it's like, okay, you pay a price, and then maybe it's like a specific question about your own shit, like a personal question, like, so I'm dealing with this nigga, and do. And with that payment, instead of it being like, oh, happy birthday, it's quite here, it's happy birthday, because to me that's cheap. I mean, maybe it's not, because if that's really what you want from me, then who am I to say it's too easy for me to do? But I just figured it would be more value if it was something where you could really like put a question to me about something you're dealing with, something that maybe you need something, someone that you want some, you know what I'm saying, someone who you feel would really put some thought into it. And then what I would do is make a small video, maybe 3 minutes long, really detailing what I think about the situation. Maybe 4, it just depends. But keep it short, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that would be like the middle ground to me. Instead of it just being like, happy birthday, it's me, Quadir, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But like, hey, Quadir, it's me, Samantha. I'm coming from Ohio. And, you know, I'm dealing with the situation. It don't have to be relationship. It could be family. It could be anything. It could be work. I'm dealing with the situation with my sister. You know what I'm saying? She, and we've always had issues because, you know, it's always been that sibling rivalry situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then that seemed more up my alley. You said, yeah, the more you put that out there, it comes back to you. So, yeah, you feel what I'm saying, Rumi? Like, because now you got her from 2 dinners plus my neighbor, and every time she run into me, and she be so much convinced. She be trying to show me. I'm like, girl, we be walking. Like, when I run into her, I'll walk with her here and there. But when I see her, she be like, let me show you. I'm like, her phone be cracked in like a million different places. I'm like, why did I just replace this screen? I can't. Because like when my phone had a crack in it, the only reason I didn't replace it really was because of the money. But in addition to that, it wasn't cracked where I couldn't see. It was like just along the side. But it wasn't like going across the screen and like literally in the middle of the screen, like, and all those little mini fractures. I'm like, girl. Anyway, the point is she'd be like, I want you to see, because I'm telling you, it would be so easy for you. You're making so much money. You could be making money, like you leaving it on the table. I'm telling you, you making money. I'm like, I want to make money, but I want to feel good about the money I'm making, and I don't want to be stressed out and like annoyed and dreading. Oh, I gotta get ready to get on here and argue with these bitches again. Like, I don't want that energy. What's poppin', fam? Oh my God. How long have we been on? I have not hit any comments. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Okay. I gotta start from the new ones, because I so much was just rolling with what we was talking about, and then we smoking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm really actually enjoying real estate school too, by the way. I don't know if I talked about that. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I really am enjoying it. The more in the beginning, it started kind of slow, and I was like falling asleep while I was reading this shit, which is why I have to keep reading this, going back. I'm like, I didn't understand. I gotta read it again because I just had to, because I was falling asleep. But then when I got past that first beginning, like that slower part, it started to get into things that were more interesting to me. And I'm just like really looking forward to really knowing what I'm talking about. Because when I'm really out there on the field with the clients, and they're trusting me to really know what I'm talking about, and to when I'm explaining that what I'm saying is accurate. And I want for me to be able to perform that way, though, the confidence is going to come from me knowing that I truly know, and that I'm not, you can't fake your way through this, because then there are commissions that will get your ass together if by you trying to fake it, you put, you know what I'm saying, the client in harm's way, botch the deal, you know what I'm saying, like you're just incompetent, you don't know what you're doing. Girl, they'll take that license, give you fines. I mean, it's all kinds of things. And good. That should be the case. Because this is people moving into, like, it's a serious thing with what's happening. This is major transactions, and you should know what you're talking about. And you should have a certain level of confidence with that. You know what I'm saying? And on my, I've been doing great on the quizzes, but on that last one, I got 100%. And so it's just showing me like, wow, I'm really understanding this. And so as you go further, your confidence goes up and up and up, because it's like when you see certain words, you already know what it means, and you're like, okay, I really did retain that because I know what it means. Did you see the video T.S. Madison about? Did you see that video about T.S. Madison on Logo? I sure did. And what's that about? Bring me on to speed. You say, yeah, the more you put that out there, the more it comes back to you. So, oh, you come out the Bigo thing. Okay. So learning how to go over contracts was the most difficult part for me. Funnily enough, all because I had to fight the mortgage company and the attorneys, I literally had to learn real estate contracts overnight. I wasn't literally overnight, but I had to very quickly learn. So if you're saying that was the most difficult part, then I don't want to say I feel good about that, but I just feel like, oh my God, that's going to be an area that I actually have a lot of knowledge on and know a lot of the terms and what a lot of the reasons for certain entities to be in place and what their job is. And, you know, a lot of that I actually already know just on the strength of having to have known to protect my home. So I'm looking forward to learning learning more about that, because I'm sure I don't know everything, but learning more about that, but then really learning the things that surround that. The laws, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like how things are divvied up and why. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then in particular, you know, you're talking residential, but then you also have commercial. You know what I'm saying? And really trying to understand the laws in that regard, because there's going to be different things that are set in place for a residence versus a commercial versus, you know what I'm saying, condominium. Like, it's just so many options. Trailer park. I mean, there's just so many options. And then the rules and laws, regulations, so forth and so on will be different. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the same thing from one to the next. I mean, and you got to know that. And then here's another part. With the commission, they change as they see a need. It's not like they just do it just because. But like if there's a need, you got to, in other words, you have to stay on top of it because the laws change is the point. So you just kind of have to just stay on top of things and check in. But for me, I know that I have the drive, the passion, the personality to sell real estate on any level. Whether it was commercial, I could do that, I'm sure. If it's residential, if I'm talking about condominiums, if I'm talking anything real estate selling, I could do. But what's going to boost that confidence to another level is the knowledge that I know what I'm discussing when I'm speaking with the client. They have a question, I can respond. That gives you a certain level of confidence. And then the more you do that, the more confident you become. You know what I'm saying? And have, you know, in that regard. But yeah, you said learning how to go over contracts. Okay. Yeah, so if that was the most difficult part, you said it was giving her props, but I thought it was so scripted feeling. See, I don't watch Logo, and I don't know, and I don't keep up with T.S. Madison, but I do know who she is. I have no clue what the situation that you're talking about is, though. Like, it was a good thing they were giving her flowers, but what, it left a bad taste in your mouth because it felt disingenuous? Or when you say scripted, you're saying what, it didn't feel real? Like, she was acting surprised, but really she seemed like she was just bad acting and she knew that was planned. You know. So, Phoenix, all the legends that are in the house, by the way, I love you. Hello. Please forgive me today. Last show, I didn't put the theme song or like the song that I'm having as the theme song right now. This time, it's just like, ugh. But I did want to come and connect with the legends and just really, and look, I don't even have my shit going. That's what I'm telling you. That's why. Oh, and let me tell you another thing that is funny. Let me get this going. Remember I told y'all about the dude at my job who was out there smoking with us and was like, oh yeah, he's gonna come, he's gonna help, and whatever he was saying, all that shit, like he was gonna be a part of it, right? Okay. Then I told y'all how he got into that exchange with the young lady about how he really didn't feel comfortable with some stuff. Like, oh, you may know him, but I don't hang out with gay people. Like, okay. Like, my thing is, I don't know why you wasted my time. Don't make it seem like that's what you wanted. And not only that, you've been around me before, but here's what's funny. So we got into a conversation about that some kind of way. And I told her, I was like, yeah, honestly, for me, it wasn't the end of the world. I was like, you seem more upset than me about it. She was like, she started laughing. She was like, and I was like, but the thing with him that was so interesting, he's saying to you that, oh, blah, 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 he doesn't hang out with gay people, but you have on your own independent of her. The first time when we smoked up there was our first time being with her when I was around him. In other words, anytime I would speak with him, it would be just him or with another dude around who, we're going to get into that. My point is, you've been around me before. And it's not like you've just been around me like, oh, hey, bye. You've been around me in the bathroom when we was in there just vaping and just shooting the breeze and talking shit. But when I mentioned that to her, you know what she said? She was like, oh, he told me about that. He told me about that. He told me that we're going to call him Mark, the guy that I told y'all I think he might have a crush on me. But look, let me tell you what this bitch said. He told her, oh, because when I mentioned to her, like, it's just to me curious that he would feel that way when I've been around him in different scenarios and even in the bathroom where it was more like intimate because it's just because there's a door and it's not connected to, you get what I'm saying? Like, but we was in there talking and everything was cool. So when I said that, she was like, oh my God, this is so funny. She was like, he told me about that. And I'm like, oh? I was like, what did this nigga say? She goes, so he had me cracking up because, so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so girl, but I'm like, okay, we gonna circle back around. But let me just tell you what she said. She said, yeah, he had me cracking up because he told me that y'all was in the bathroom and that Mark was just so enamored with you and was just watching you, sitting there watching you do your makeup with his mouth open. Like he was just in love with you or something. Like, I mean, I will say he does do that. So that's why it was kind of funny. But to me, even if that's how you felt, that would have been more funny if you wouldn't have allowed it to be like, oh, I can't work with you. If it would have just been like an inside thing, like, why did he be always in your face? Like, I don't know. Like, there was the way where that could have been funny. Because it is true, he do be all in my, but I don't mind it because I know I already sensed he had a crush on me. So I don't say nothing about it. I just be talking to him normal, like, you know, because I'm like, girl. But he was like, yeah, he be all up in that man's face and be watching him doing his makeup and just be staring at him and be all up under him and be like just gazing. I'm like, so you be talking about him too then. That's fine. It's just showing me. So when I saw him or when I see him now, I go past him. Okay. We really don't have to be friends. I thought you was cool. I'm not gonna go on no hate campaign or trying to turn people against you because that's not my style. Don't care. I just won't waste any more time with you. Especially since now you talking shit about me. Not really shit, but like you saying one thing to my face and you saying another thing behind my back. And I'm sure you're not telling Mark what you told her, that's how you feeling about it. I'm sure you didn't tell him that. So it's like, it's showing me you low-key fake. So that's fine. I'm not mad about it. But I just won't waste time on it. Because actually, it's funny. When I came, right after she told me that, and I had when she first told me that he didn't want to come through for the reasons of me being gay, I saw him and he did the thing like he put his hand up like he waved. Acted like I didn't see him. No. No. It's unnecessary. You're that uncomfortable with me? Don't. Hold on. Is somebody's car? That bass is so strong that I can't hear the music, but I can feel like a vibration in the ground, like, but it's rhythmic. Like, the fuck is that? It's gone now, so that was strange. You said as if you were trying to hang out, right? Girl, the only reason how you even got invited was because she invited me to the smoke session, and the conversation naturally came up. And when I was discussing what I do, when I was like, yeah, you know, yeah, because I on my stream, I don't ever say like if here and there it slips out, oh well, but I'm not actively saying over and over again, this is where I'm working, this is where I'm working. I don't say people's names. Don't know how I get down. But the point is he was like, oh my God, me too. I be kicking these people back in and all this other stuff. But again, that shows me that shows me if that's what you told her, he went right onto his Twitch and was like, oh, I got this gay nigga at my job, and he be like, you get what I'm saying? But my thing is, honey, you don't want to do that with me, because the truth is I don't give a damn if he's talking shit about me on his because I'll never watch it. I'm not gonna go to my way. He's not a person that is interesting enough for me to look up and say, let me sit and watch his content, whether I was in the content or not. But regardless of that, if I ever just wanted to go down and read him for filth, that would be very easy to do because you look dirty anyway. You look a bum. When I first saw you, I thought you were one. Till I saw you pull out that vest, and I was like, oh, but I wasn't tripping. It's just the point that you look dirty even if you're clean. And you look also like you do more than weed. But I wasn't judging you on that because I don't know your life. And I still would have had you in my space, even though I can see there's more to you, like that I don't know. But the truth of it is you didn't deserve to be in my home to help us shoot the material anyway. You didn't deserve it. So that's okay with me. Like, honestly, I didn't lose no sleep over that. But what I won't do is be fake with him and be like, hey, what's up? At first I thought, because I wanted to keep down drama for her, but then I said, no, it's not about keeping down drama. It's about, I don't have to fuck with him. I don't actually have to speak to him. If that's how he's feeling, that's how I'm feeling, you don't have to talk. You really don't. And you talking about the guy who he was like, oh, he be staring at him, watching him do his makeup in the bathroom. You talk to him the most. You're always hanging out with him. But look at you talking shit. And that guy who he was talking shit about is so sincere. And the girl who brought me into the smoke session, first of all, he was the first person who introduced themselves to me once I got the job. And he came right up to me like, hey, my name is Mark. And I'm like, I'm part of your. And then I noticed as I'm walking, this person is walking with me, like trying to keep a conversation going. I'm like, okay, not tripping, but I just, And then after that, 311. And then after that, every time I see him, he goes out of his way to see me. Like, if he sees me, he'll come, he'll try to surprise me and like tap me from behind or sneak up on me. And he'll drop what he's doing. He'll be somewhere and I'll be like, oh, if I see him, I'll be working. I'll be like, oh, what's up? And he'll be like, hey. And then he'll stop working and then come over to me. I'll be like, and then even be trying to have a conversation. I'll be like, okay. And sometimes I'll be trying to like let him know, like, oh, I know you got to get back to work, so I'm out your hair now. And then he'll be like, oh no. Like, I'm like, oh my God. And then one time when we were in the bathroom talk, and that's another part. I feel like sometimes he just be popping up. I'm like, is this a coincidence? Or are you looking for me? I don't know. But then sometimes it'll be like he couldn't have been looking for me because I'll go in the bathroom and he's already in there. And I'll be thinking, what are the chances that you would be in here? Like, but how could he have known I was going to use the bathroom? Or go in there to vape, and how could he have done that? So, but regardless, one time he was in there and I was like, oh, wow, is that your girlfriend? And he was like, yeah, no. Well, not really, because she's back in Africa. I'm like, girl, that is not your girlfriend. You all the way out here in the States. She back where? In the Congo? Okay. So she's not your girlfriend. So why is she on your screenshot? I felt like that was just some shit you put on there. Why is she here? I'm not tripping. I was just curious. And that's another part. Then, you know, he's trying to get in shape. I mean, he's really not out of shape. He's just got a little bit of a beer gut, which I don't mind that. Not that, I'm just saying personally, I don't mind it. Not that not his, but the point is, you know, he's always like trying to bring me in on that. And then, you know, we like, oh, yeah, you know, because, and be trying to like, I'm like, okay, this is kind of a crush on me. So it be coming across that way. And clearly I'm not the person who's feeling that way, because she told me, oh, I knew he liked you from the first time when he met you on when we had orientation and when we was leaving. I remember that he came right up to you. I'm like, you remember? And I remember it too. But she was like, yes, I remember that. He liked you then. I was like, okay. Because he will sit there and talk to me forever. And I be having to tell him, oh, I know you got to get back to work. And sometimes he'll get in trouble talking to me. I'm like, his boss start yelling at him. I'm like, you know she don't like me. So if she sees you talking to me, although I think she kind of likes me a little bit now. I think she respects me. Maybe that's what it is. Girl, she's in Zimbabwe. I'm like, this thing. I feel like Zimbabwe to Turkey is a better jump than Zimbabwe to Georgia. Because at least in Turkey, bitch, we might be talking like, I feel like that would be, I could be totally wrong about this because what the fuck do I know? But in my mind, when I see Turkey and Zimbabwe, I'm thinking, okay, that's like what, going from LA to Miami? Or what, LA to New York? But I feel like going from Zimbabwe to Georgia, I'm like, honey, please. That's one of them things where it's like, oh, we take this trip once every 5 years, bitch. I've ran into different people from different countries who are like, oh, I'm from Indonesia. Oh, I'm from wherever part of Africa. Oh, I'm from whatever part of South America. And they will tell me, they'll be like, oh, I'll be like, when's the last time you went home? Even niggas that are closer than that, like Jamaica even. When's the last time you went home? 10 years, 5 years, 15 years. I'm like, you're not doing a long distance relationship from Zimbabwe, sweetheart. I think it's Africa and Asia that's closest. So, bitch, if you was in Japan, I'm just making this up because I still don't know. But, bitch, if we was in Japan and you was up there in the Sahara, we might could make that flight. Some of them countries be right there in the middle where you could just go to all the places, bitch. Europe, the Middle East, Africa, Asia. These bitches need to let us go. I'm not trying to go because I don't like the cold, no how. But it's definitely something up there. Like, what you hoes got in Antarctica for real, ho? What is there? You lying ass bitch. What's there? You lying. You full of doo-doo. And you fixing to get stung, ho. I feel like I'm not going to say my new, because I'm still dealing with my old weed man too, just because I'm loyal. But I'm going to also deal with my coworker who's selling it to me for cheaper. Okay? Because his 3.5 was 25. Okay? Not the standard 30-35. Okay? So thinking someone sent me a seed, and I'm thinking, if I went to the gas station, would y'all stay on this live? Because I know I'll be walking fast. And he said he delivers too. So he'll probably, so that means I could probably give me some wraps. We could probably roll another blunt. By the time he'll come, we'll have that blunt already smoked out. Yeah, I'm doing so much right now that I'm like, no, I will. I don't give a damn who likes it, who, whatever statement, comment, joke, don't make a difference. Because, bitch, they still not controlling nothing. I'm gonna do, as long as Allah is like giving me the grace to really pull through and understanding of where I'm coming from, and I can feel that understanding, I'm good. That's all I need, because that's the proof. One thing was, remember I was telling y'all, oh, I really want to hurry to pay this bill. I can't wait till I get paid. I kept my word. God held me down, and I'm like, because you always hold me down, and you keep these niggas off my door when I need, and you don't allow them to get close. Who did this? Thank you, Stacy. Alhamdulillah. So thank you for that seed, baby. But you know what? Yeah, I am gonna start working out. That is a sidebar. You said I astral traveled to Antarctica one day. They have guards outside of cabins and stuff. See, it's something going on. They're lying. They're lying. I don't care. I was literally watching your iconics get Alexia by Rain. I was on it. You said I would see an update on her beef for Britney Sinclair. Oh, you would love to see. Be careful what you ask for. You never know. You never know. But the continuation may come through on TikTok. maybe Alexia will come through on TikTok. Let me go ahead and hit this weed man up. Where is he? And then I need to go ahead. He may now, if he comes talking about, oh, for me to deliver, you have to order a larger order. That's fine, but I'm gonna have to go to my regular weed man then, because he'll come for any order I do. That's the thing with him. Even though he's a hood rat, and I know at one point, bitch, you skimming off the top of my product. That's not right. Don't do that now. He speaks in acronyms. Like, I'm like, girl. Here's what we're gonna do, because actually, I need to actually do a few things if I want to go to the gas station. We're gonna wrap. Y'all stick around. I'm coming right back. Let me handle this. Let me coordinate this with my weed man. Let me run to the gas station, grab some things, because I'm like, ooh, I needed litter. That's what I needed, because I need to get some litter, and I need some other things too. Give me like sell those too. Okay. Listen, family, don't go too far. We're gonna come back. So I can only imagine what's going on. Okay. I love you guys. We're coming back. Okay. I gotta handle a few things. Let me handle business. I'll be right back. If it's, what time is it? 1, 2, 3, 3:21. 3:21. I say give me no later than 4:20 at the latest. Inshallah. Okay. So let me go ahead. Y'all be safe. Pray for me, of course. I'll see you momentarily, and then we'll pick it up.